Hey you, I know why you're here. You're here to make commas, and I'll help you do it. Making commas is not easy, but it is simple. I'm gonna show you one way to do it by leveling your shoemagus. So you're both leveling your profession and making commas while doing it. It's a win-win situation. There are two possible routes you can take. One is only leveling your shoemagus, and the other one is also leveling your shoemaker. I took the latter, but you can take the former if you just want to level your shoemagus quickly. By leveling your shoemaker, you can use the things that you craft to level your shoemakers later on. This will save you money and make leveling easier, but it's not necessary for this technique. To start this, you will need some starting capital. I think around 30,000 will do. Now you just buy the cheapest two runes you can find, like strength and agility, and just buy a lot of those with the 30,000. Then you buy, or if you leveled your shoemaker, you can craft items varying from around every 3 levels. Start by spamming one element on them till you get like a 5 overmage, and then spam the other element on them. This will give you a lot of successes, which will end up in XP, which will end up giving you the levels. Every time you reach a new level, so let's say level 4, try equipping an item that's level 4. Then when you're level 7, try equipping an item that's level 7. This will mean you'll get like the most amount of XP. And it will make the leveling process a bit faster. I think with around 30,000 you'll be able to get level 20, and around level 20 you'll be able to actually start maging some items which will make some money back. So your question will probably be, which items do I mage? Well, you want to look for items that have the AP, MP, range, summoning, or wisdom on them. With wisdom, you actually need to look out if it's actually a used wisdom item. You can look up if there's like a wisdom set that's popular, and if the boots or belts are used by that one, then you can probably start maging them. You can look around in your market to see which items have the most wisdom. As for the AP, MP, range, and summoning, those have the most sync values, which means you can overmage them with vitality. Once the stat with the highest sync value drops, you want to get the other stats as high as possible and then start overmaging them in health. Once you've done this, you can put the high sync stat back on, but this can fail. And I would highly suggest actually watching a video on how to mage properly if you're not familiar with this. It does take some skill and also some knowledge of the sync chart to know how it works. I put a link down in the description of Defy, great YouTuber who has a great guide on maging, who will do it much better than I can. So just watch that first, and then you know the basics of maging, and I even use that to get good at maging. So if I can do it, you can definitely do it too. At first, this will be a little bit slow with making money, because you'll need to sell the items you just maged, and then you can start maging more. But this will start slowly getting more and more money, because from level 40 on, you'll be maging things that are worth 100,000, 200,000, and at level 50 and 60, you can even mage things that are up to 300, 400,000. If you've got a few items like this in the run, you'll be making quite a lot of commas quite quickly. And remember, we're still just leveling our profession, so you can also go back to items that were selling well and just make it again. Although you won't get as much XP, it will still be worth it for leveling your magus, and you can use this until you find another item that is good to mage, and you can start selling that again and again. If an item sells quick, make more of it. And don't be fooled by some dumbass trying to put an item at way too high of a price. If there's an item with lower stats than yours, but priced way overpriced, then you should put your item at a slightly lower price so it'll seem like a great deal to people, and people will actually be more inclined to buy your item instead of the overpriced lower stat one, because they'll be getting better stats at a lower price and you'll be still making a lot of money. So don't overprice on already something that's overpriced. To be honest, to learn this, it's gonna take some trial and error. You need to gain experience a little bit with the market and just get a know-how on how things work. Sometimes you'll sell something very quickly and you know, oof, I underbid that. And sometimes you'll take a long time before something sells and you know, like, I overbid that one. And you'll get a better gauge for it. It just takes some experience. But most of the time you'll be able to sell something quite quickly if you just adhere to the rule that you don't overbid. You use the commas you get from selling an item to get more runes, to mage more items, and then sell them back again. I would advise also leveling shoemakers. You can just craft the items instead of having to buy them, because that is most of the time cheaper, but you should always check the price when doing this. So you've gained this well-oiled machine of actually maging items, selling them, buying runes, maging more items, and then selling them again for a profit. Once you start doing this, you can actually start making commas like I do. But this will sometimes, of course, fail. it can be frustrating when a mage fails multiple times. I've had this a lot, and you can see in the footage in the background that sometimes it fails. I've run out of commas before, but then I just go hunting, switch it up a little bit so it stays fun, and then when I get more commas from doing some achievements, then I go start maging again. Something probably has sold by the time then, and I'll start maging again. Don't rush into it. Don't sell off your items just to mage that one thing. It can be very annoying, but keep calm and just start maging again later on. I did this to level 100. I plan to do it for all of the professions, and then once I reach level 100, I'll start doing it to level 200 as well. So I'll make a video about that as well. Let me know if you want a video like that for each of the professions. I could show it again, but it's basically the same formula. I've got a lot of recordings of maging as well. This is kind of a new video based on the other two. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks everyone for the great support. My videos had a lot of views. I didn't expect that to have that many views, and I've quite a few subscribers already as well. I didn't expect them to get that many views, so thank you very much, as well as the Dofus subreddit. I know I posted them in there, so shout out to you guys, you've been great. And as always, thanks for watching, see you in the next video.